Hello YouTube, my name is Joe and welcome to my workshop. Today's video's goal is to install this Amana 12,000 BTU PTAC style heat pump. I need to preface this video by saying I am not an HVAC technician. I am just a guy, all right? And so this installation will be a little different. I'm going to be installing this into a 500-ish foot workshop that's inside of a barn. So this PTAC is actually going to face back inside of my barn space. And so if you see things that look a little weird, that is why, okay? So first thing that I did was I actually went to the exterior of the shop, which is still inside the barn, and I pulled off my plywood and I had to do some reframing to fit the sleeve. And then the next thing that I had to do was, after I had that space framed, was I came along and I cut open the plywood on the inside, and that was pretty easy considering that I had that sleeve framed out already. And so after that, it was pretty much just putting the plywood back on the exterior, which can be a little challenging, but putting it back on the exterior, screwing everything down again, and then coming from the inside and cutting that opening out. So then I could put that sleeve all the way through. So after I cut this hole open, I started thinking, well, maybe I should try this sleeve out. Maybe I should see if it fits. The opening is supposed to be 42 inches wide by 16 and 1/16 tall. And there's supposed to be enough slop in there that the sleeve will tilt. They say 1/4 inch off the bubble of a level, but it's supposed to tilt to the outside so that any condensation that collects will be on the outside of your building. And that makes sense. So I got in there and started working that sleeve back and forth, found out that I had a nail that was just high enough. And so the sleeve fit. We need to now get the sleeve ready to install. Now the sleeve is going to be a very snug fit. However, the manufacturer says that you're supposed to put 2 screws in each of the sides, not the bottom, because you don't want that water condensation to leak. And they don't even recommend the top. Now, Amana's sleeve is a one piece kind of put together and shipped just like you see it. And so I figured out where I needed those 2 screws on each side to be, and I drilled the holes from the outside. The inside had some insulation in it, and so I figured it would be a whole lot easier to drill those holes from the outside, and then I got that sleeve fit in. Now the PTAC unit itself pushes out about 7.5 inches into your room. So I left about 2 inches of the frame, 2 inches of the sleeve, and then I allowed that another 7.5 inches in. I do have a cabinet up above it that is about 12 inches away from the wall. So I figured I'm already losing that little bit of wall space. I will probably use above the PTAC for, small tool storage, some light duty stuff, but nonetheless. So got the PTAC in there, made sure that had enough fall, and then I could fasten those screws in to kind of secure the sleeve. So after I got that grill put in, grill was a little more challenging than I thought, just due to my mobility, but I got that grill put in, and then I plain and simple forgot to turn the camera on when I actually installed the PTAC. All I had to do was pull the crate over near, lift it up one corner, lift up the rest, kind of slid it in. The inside unit itself really has a lot of room inside of that sleeve. And so I've got, like I said before, I've got about 2 inches of the sleeve sticking into the room, which gives me, right around 10 inches coming away from the wall. And so then there's another 4 or 5 inches on the outside of the wall. And once I slid the PTAC unit in, then it was just a matter of, there's 3 screws on each side that just kind of pull it in nice and tight. There's a good amount of weather stripping around there, and so it should seal off against incoming cold or hot, depending on the time of the year. Snap the front back on, and that's pretty much it. I did consult electricians and a friend of mine that does HVAC work, and so I was able to get the wiring done. I would not dare show me wiring anything on YouTube, but it's pretty simple. It's a 20 amp 220 circuit, and so really pretty simple to put together all in all. Installation is pretty simple, and so that just gives you an idea of the step by step by step. Directions are a little vague at times, but I think with the power of YouTube, most definitely you can do it as well. So this is a new adventure for me, and I am excited to share it. So thanks for joining me. You made it this far. Thank you. Bye now.